Attention, Kmart shoppers. Good morning. How goes it for you, fellers? As I still try to recover from what I'm not sure was a good rotisserie auction or not. If you really care, I can share with you my team afterwards or on the other side of the transition. You're here to gamble balls of yarn and watch some baseball. I did not watch WrestleMania last night. I've kind of fallen out of love with wrestling to the levels that I did because I was massively spoiled back in my day. Of course, I caught a lot of clips on Twitch. I probably would have paid money to watch the Austin-Kevin Owens match last night.
Let's go while we're young.
Well, I was just getting ready to transition over and felt like I was going to die there for a sec. No, I took a sip of coffee the wrong way and it went in the wrong direction, so I hope that won't last much longer. But I do think we are ready to get ourselves going. Why don't we do that? Let it go.
Welcome. Come in. Fresh victims for my ever-growing army of the undead.
Sir, you have to let go of the button.
Oh, son of a bitch.
One of these days, we'll let go of that button, but not today. Hello, it is Sunday morning edition. Coffee with the Commish on the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. Welcome. Good to see all of you. Glad to have you here, and let's get us started. So, first things first, Brent, got your player. Haven't added it yet. Just realized how many people, if you look in the draft pool GMs, you know what I'm talking about. How many freaking 20-year-old high school seniors we have once again. That is one thing I would like to the file, but other than that, so I've got a lot of extra work to do on that. No cherry wheat for breakfast though, Tim. It might be like an alcohol Danish, but instead I go with coffee and Baileys. So that will work for me. So, Brent, I did get your player. Player is going to be added to the draft pool because I just had the red alert of seeing how many 20-year-old high school seniors were in the darn file, and I'm working on cleaning that up before I finish off, polish off the rest of stuff. So, speaking of the draft itself, I knew I forgot one thing today. I knew I forgot one thing, so let me do that front and center. Where is it? There it be. Did I even properly set it up? I did not. So let me do that. First things first. See, I am a discombobulated mess for 1 second. Let me just tweak this over here. I knew I forgot one thing once the red alert came full circle to me. It was a freak out moment, to put it mildly. There we go. I think I'm ready now. Maybe. Never. There we go. Okay. Got to do a little bit of showing off here today. The graphic will look familiar to some of you, but we plan to be doing something just a little bit different when the time comes, but coming soon, as recently announced in the Discord, it is going to be the 2025 eMLB Amateur Draft. It is a 2-night affair. The action will get started on Wednesday, April 13th, 6 o'clock at night, Eastern Daylight Time. Very much looking forward to this one. Sean's already putting his bet in today without taking a peek at anything, but best of luck to you. I know you're on your way to work. So again, the 13th will be day one. Our goal is to get rounds 1 and 2 done on that day. Day 2 will continue on Thursday, April 14th, and that will be rounds 3, or wherever we start up again, rounds 3 through 5. Round 3 will be interesting because we have 7 teams that drafted players that had comp picks and they lost their third round bets. So there'll be extra. There's going to be 32 picks in that first round. 2 supplemental first round picks will be included. So 32 overall selections are going to be made on that day. And for those of you who have never been here before, here's how that's going to work. Next Sunday, I'm going to request of all GMs to give their list in order of preference on who they're going to want to draft in the first round. The first draft is pre-canned. It's pre-packaged. We have it all in the can already. We just clean up the overlays, and that round will be fully in place. Round 2 will be when it goes live. Back with me. We'll show that from time to time, but again, that is coming on the 13th, so we're a week and a half away from the draft. Point of note, not that this matters much, and it's just so coincidental, our last draft in 2024 draft, October 13th, exactly 6 months separating the 2 drafts that will take place this time around. So we're looking forward to sharing that with you. Rocky Draw's already starting to put that first round together. It should be a good time. So here we are. It is the eMLB game of the day. We are on day 6 of 7 Sundays. Is our 7-day sim. So we are just on the eve of finishing the halfway point here, the month of June, as teams get right around that halfway mark here in the very near future. You can send me the list early, Minerva, and again, it's only a first round requirement, so wherever you pick, I think you pick 60th. Yes, maybe? Yeah, you pick 60th. The 2 extra picks that round are Colorado and Los Angeles, the Angels. So the Angels will get a 30th and 32nd pick. Second round will go 2 picks, as well as the Indians and Astros will get picks. These are all, again, from free agent signings that were done. Here's that third round, as I told you. That is not a mistake. 7 teams have sacrificed their picks for that round in lieu of signing free agents that had compensation eligible. Then round 4 is the final round when we'll see some picks be made here. And then we'll get to 30 picks for the rest of the entire draft. But yeah, so Minerva, you'd be drafting 16th. You would only have to send me a list of 16. You'll definitely want to wait. I'm going to announce later today. The intent is later today to be announcing how the draft pool will be finalized, because I still have people to get in. There is going to be a hard lock on this Friday. This Friday is when you will have your last chance to update your player pre-draft so that we can then have the pool finalized. GMs can submit their planned list for round 1 selections in their order of preference. So again, I know a lot of you are going to say, why, if I've got 16, why do I even bother putting Jandy Ronson on there, for example, or Red Dead? Your call. But again, I need to make sure I have at least enough names to get to your selection so that you don't mess us up here as we try to have this as prepared as possible, because we got a lot of work we're doing in the background. as we get this ready. Rocky Draws will be at her busiest that she is normally for me when it's draft time, because she'll be creating 32 overlays for you guys to see that I will then be putting in preparation for that upcoming draft. So, that said, let's move on from that. We can answer questions throughout the day, but let's get to today's action. So again, hello.
Not wear a bonnet.
Cody K giving a gifted sub to Stone Cold Steve Austin. Didn't hear any glass shattering, so Stone Cold is probably still resting from his busy night last night. But thank you, Cody, for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. And Stone Cold, officially an eMLB fan. I just don't know if that's the bottom line because he said so or not, but at least it's good to know he'll be here. That's the bottom line. All right, so what has happened so far this week? Well, I want to kind of gravitate to the National League East. Holy crap, the Mets were in last place a month ago at this time. A 7-game win streak, 8 of their last 10. And boom, there you go. I have bad news for Cody, though. A 1.0 player to be added in the not-too-distant future. A guy that just happened to be Steve Austin, that we just nicknamed Stone Cold. I mean, again, Stone Cold was the Attitude Era at the time, so I don't know. Can't have 2 Stone Cold Steve Austins. And the 1.0 guy was not stellar, but he was solid. I would think that he would have a future in the 2.0 universe. I don't know. We'll see. New York Mets, 7-game win streak. Half game ahead of the Phillies here at this point. Wow. What a division. Now, the Braves have struggled of late. They've lost their last 3. They've only won 1 in their last 10. They find themselves 7 games back. They find themselves behind the Marlins. Marlins are 8 games back, under 500 here at this point. It's crazy. I mean, this is anyone's division at this point. Marlins could have a run for all you know. They could draft a Jandy Ronson. They do pick second. So, big implications could happen here in the National League East, but it is interesting. Here is the American League East. Rays find themselves going into today's game of the day 1 game ahead of the Red Sox with 2 in hand at this point. Meanwhile, the Orioles are streaking once again. They have won their last 5 as the Rays come in, and it was a heck of a game yesterday. If you haven't seen the box score yet, Ethan Knight and the Pride of Tewksbury, Ben Spears, they battled hard today. Drops say it's enabled, so they should be working. If they are not, then who knows? Who knows? At some point, I assume that there'll be a brief lull on drops, which will be sad. But again, we will only go over to Out of the Park 23 when it is the right time for us to do so. So if that means for a brief moment we won't be providing drops, we'll apologize to our viewers, but hope that they will still be sticking around for the eMLB action. So again, Rays will come into this one in leading in the first, barely ahead of the Red Sox. Orioles are starting to make that charge back again as they have won their last 5 as they come into this one. And again, yesterday's game was an instant classic. Tigers, bit of a lull here for them as the White Sox are starting to creep back into the picture. 5.5 back here at this point, winners of 7 of their last 10. Out in the West, the Rangers have been streaking of late. They have won 9 of their last 10. Find themselves 6 games ahead of the Astros, 7 ahead of the Angels. Astros, we got plenty of time, but the Astros would have the second wild card currently at this moment. Again, we talked about the East. Cardinals continue to have some struggles of late. They still lead the division, but it is just 1 game now at this point. Cubs are 4 back, so there's still a lot of baseball to be played. Maybe the only division is kind of would be the National League West, as the Padres, winning constantly and consistently, a couple games away from 50 thus far. I'm dropping silver packs. Well, that's cool. Yes, you need 1,000 balls of yarn. 1,000 balls of yarn equals 1 boost. If you really want to be a ball of yarn hoarder, you know, if you really like to play with your balls,
That's what she said.
then you can wait until you have 5,000 balls of yarn, and that will get you a +6, which means instead of the price of 5, you'll get 1 additional as well if you choose to do that. And as Butcher says, it's best to not do it as soon as you're over 1,000, because then you cost yourself opportunity to play in the boss battles for starters, and you'll have very few balls of yarn to spend for heists. So give yourself what you think is a comfortable cushion if you're shooting to do a boost at 1,000. But yes, that is exactly the case. Brent, once your player is created, you will be sorry, Brent, I've got to be honest. You're my challenge. You're my headache, because you say you cannot do Discord. So I have to do things completely different for you than I do for everyone else. I've got to email you screenshots, and because you're not on Discord and actively able to be communicated with in real time, I then have to send you instructions or have you tell me what we're making adjustments. So we're going to work as best as we can with you. We appreciate your time and energy here. Just need to let you know that if you can figure out whatever it is on why you cannot use Discord, you would really make this old goat happy, because I really am a creature of habit. When I have to do things a little different, my head kind of tilts in wrong directions. So just keep that in mind as best as you can, sir. All right. Let's get to today's game. So again, we are already 6 days into this sim. There'll be one more day after the action you'll be watching today. Let's see what is happening here in the eMLB universe for this Saturday, June 28th, in the fictional universe that we call Electronic Major League Baseball. Bet you didn't know what eMLB stood for. There you go. Minnesota Twins will be taking on the Yankees in the Bronx. Well, it's not been pretty for the Yanks no matter what. We'll see if the second half of the season turns around for them at all. Davey Garcia will be on the hill for the Yanks. Twins will have Brandon Woodruff taking the ball for them. He's 5-6 with a 5.24 ERA this far. Let me do a quick sip, because I feel like I'm, you know, feel like I'm going for my Slappy impersonation.
It was the Dukes. It was the Dukes.
Anyway. All right. So, over in Chicago, we've got the Blue Jays in town taking on the White Sox. Dwight Kida from the 1.0 universe will be on the hill for the White Sox. Travis McGregor opposing him. ERA 5.5 for him. Both are 3-game winners thus far. They'll look to go for win number 4. Good idea, Froggy. I just can't get the frog out. It was, you know, from the previous cup of coffee, it was that last sip, and I think it just went down the wrong hole, and I've just been struggling since then. So, game of the day. See what I mean? I can hear it completely. Game of the day is right here. Rays Orioles will be a good one to watch. Battle of the Gyms coming up. We will see that one momentarily. Onward to Detroit we go. Shane Baz will be getting the ball for the Tigers at Comerica Park against the Indians. Indians, unfortunately, are fading fast here of late, although they did just have some good news signing Shane Bieber, not to be confused with Justin, although pitching like Justin this year. Shane Bieber has signed a 6-year extension. I think it was $138 million. If you don't know that for sure, and you're like, well, where do you find that info? First things first, the commish really wants to go. Join us in our Discord, and we have various channels, including a channel that shows you what extensions have been signed. Teams are only permitted to do 4 extensions that involve dollar amounts per year. That was Cleveland's first extension on the year as they signed Shane Bieber. Dane Dunning will get the ball in this one, 2-6 with a 6 ERA. Pitching like Haley Bieber. Well, maybe. Easy to get paid when you are the best on the worst of the worst pitching staff, perhaps. my throat does not clear up before I get through this, I'll take a super quick pause, get some water, and then we'll come back front and center. Royals will... see what I mean? I'm just... Oh. Royals will take on the Astros. Native Valdi.
I am Optimus Prime.
Hey, Optimus Prime in the chat there, more specifically, Jonathan coming in and using his Prime sub. Thank you very much for doing that. Still got to get used to that alert, but we appreciate it. 3 months. And if you didn't know, or like my buddy, the serial killer in chat, hi Scott, if you have Amazon Prime, that means you've got Twitch Prime, and we now know that if you're on mobile and you're trying to use your Twitch Prime, go to your browser. Yeah, go to your browser, and that's the way to do it. You have to do it from the browser version of Twitch, not from Twitch itself, because Jeff Bezos is a... because he needs to have a yacht that's the size of an Imperial Star Destroyer at some point. So screw you, Bezos, you effing jerk. But if you have Amazon Prime, that means you've got Twitch Prime. All you got to do is connect those accounts. Link just provided in the chat for you, and that'll give you the opportunity to sub to one channel every 30 days for free. Doesn't cost you a dime. It gives the full perks here, which means you get the full perks on Fluffy Kitty Ninjas, which means them world-famous emotes, including the brand new Godzilla mode and the newest emote that you now have access to. For the sexy plays of the day, you've got the sexy eMLB emote for the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show now, all created by Rocky Draws, my amazingly talented daughter, who is getting ready to go to an art school for pre-college this fall. Yeah, this summer, excuse me. Yikes. College. Anyway, onward we go. Sharpie must be in the chat. The app is a biatch. That might be a good idea. We should send a memo to Sam Adams and say, you know what would really be good? Throat drops with beer in it. That might be a really good idea. I'm sure Sam Adams would fall for it. What do you think? Asking for a friend, at least. Aaron Nola will be taking on Native Valdi, Astros Royals at Kauffman Stadium in that one. Red Sox will take on the Rangers at Globe Life. Cole Winn, who was highly sought after in my fantasy draft yesterday. When I showed the person who got it what he's doing in eMLB, he says, man, I hope that happens. Win is 6-1 with a 2.91 ERA. Pablo Lopez will take him on. He's 6-4 with a mid-5 ERA. Red Sox are 1 game back on the Rays in this game coming. Angels will take on the Athletics. Francis Martes will have the ball for the world champs. Daniel Vilches will oppose him. Both are respectable stats. Ignore the win-loss records, though, for that one. That one is in Anaheim at 10:05 tonight. One more game out west. It's interleague action as the Cardinals are in Seattle. Take on the Mariner Mafia. Michael Mercado is 4-6 with a 3.48. Ricola! Great. Doing my Stone Cold reference that he would do when he was up on the top buckle there. Jonathan Stever will have the ball for the Cards. He's 6-7 with a 5.83 ERA. Over in the National League this afternoon, action between the Nationals and the Brewers from the AmFam Clubhouse. Dylan Eskew will grab the ball for the Brewers. Noah Murdoch scheduled for the Nationals, 6-3 with a 4.17 ERA. Marlins hosting the Cubbies in South Beach. Shake Willis is a 7-game winner for the Marlins. He'll try to go for win number 8. Braylon Marquez trying to get closer to 500. He is 4-7 on the year with a low to mid-4 ERA. The Reds, who have been hot of late, will be taking on the Padres. In this one, Mackenzie Gore, who had recently signed an extension, he's 9-3, looking to be a 10-game winner in this one. Tyler Baum is just looking to get a 1 in the win column in this one. He is 0-3 with a 5.37 ERA. That's a 4.10 start from the Great American Ballpark. Rockies hosting the Diamondbacks today. Chris Archer will battle Juan DePaula. Chris Archer from 5 years ago might have been a more entertaining matchup in that one, but we'll see if he can get any of the old veteran savviness in this one, as DePaula's looking for win number 9 in that one. The Diamondbacks are just at 500 entering play in this one, so they're going to try to get back on the positive side of 500 in this. Pirates will have the Dodgers in town. Davis Riccos is on the hill for the Dodgers, battling Colin McHugh. McHugh is 0-2 with a 5.19 ERA, 7.15 at PNC Park in that one. Braves heading in the wrong direction, winning only 1 of their last 10. Mets, meanwhile, have won 7 in a row and are now in the lead in this. Going into this game, they have a half-game lead over the Phillies in the National League East. I don't think anyone had that one planned, so congratulations to Denver on that success here of late. Mason Engler will try to keep it going. He's 3-0 with a 2.65. J.J. Goss will oppose him. No record for Goss yet this year, about a 1.46 ERA. Hope I get to see the Chris Archer pre-injury. That would be great for your Twinkies. Yes. Yeah. I almost bet on him, but I was only willing in a rotisserie, AL-only rotisserie league. I was willing to go up to $5 on him, and then as soon as someone said 6, nope, flipped the cup over. I said, nope. I liked Chris Archer when I had him as a rookie first coming up. Got to extend him for 2 seasons, but I'm glad that second season was when he was starting to fall off a bit. It was right time to move on from him. Finally, behind my big old head, yep, I don't like him. Well, I wonder why. Giants will be taking on the Phillies. Again, Phillies are a half game back on the Mets going into this one. Rich Giesler getting the ball for the Giants. Tyler Dyson will oppose him. He's 9-5 with a 3.32 ERA. All right, the throat feels like it's coming back around there from my little oops. So let's go look at the NC Pirate coming in 24-month sub, and a reminder for me that I need to get you guys some sub badges. I'm just trying not to overwhelm Rocky with this whole switch to partner, but we have that to do here soon. So Pirate will be the first to have earned the 24-month badge. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Onward we go. Here is your game of the day. Let me remove myself so that you can take a peek at this, and let me make sure lineups are looking exactly where the teams had requested them. We've got Baptista, DH, Mayhall, Meadows, Franco, Patino, Callahan, Tyler Stevenson, Fritz Flaherty, Jeffrey Marte with Jim Giesler on the hill. Let's look at the bullpen situation. Keep in mind, yesterday was an instant classic in game 1 of this series, as Ben Spears taken on Ethan Knight. Both of them pitched phenomenally. Ended up being a 1-0 victory for the Orioles. They can thank Ray Ornelas for this home run. It was his first of the year. He did that in the 3rd inning. That was the difference in that game. All right, let's look at the bullpen situation for the game. Colin Brooksbank, the rookie, been respectable when he's been called upon. His last appearance was back on the 24th, an inning of work. Struck out 1. All right, I'm trying to get this fixed. My throat is just outright, it's not irritated, it's just irritating me. Steve Fowler from Indiana The 21-year-old made his debut back on the 23rd. 2/3 of an inning, allowed a hit. Got the batters that he was facing in the end, though. Fowler should be available if called upon today, the right-hander. Jansen Guerrero. Guerrero's available in the pen today, but he's had 14 starts so far this year. His last one was not the greatest. 3 2/3 against the Giants, allowing 6 hits, 4 earned runs. He only struck out 2 and walked 1 in that one. Numbers are respectable, though. 1.22 whip and a 3.7 ERA to this point. But Guerrero is available from the bullpen. It's our understanding today. Josh Hader, because you hardly know her. Hader's been pretty reliable so far this year. ERA is about 2 runs better than it was the prior year. The whip is hovering right around the 1 mark. He's not allowing as many walks as he was last season. Strikeouts are down, but so are the homers. So it all works out well. It's been 12 saves this season. That's 5 straight seasons. Then Josh Hader has 10 or more saves. Arturo Herrera, last pitching on the 25th against the Indians, just a 1/3 of an inning, got the batter he needed to face. It was enough to get his 3rd save on the year. Pretty much a rookie this season, as he had just 3 innings under his belt last year with the Rays. Joel Cunell pitched yesterday, probably could still go again today. It was only 14 pitches that he threw. Been very reliable in his role. ERA under 2. The whip has improved from last season. Right now, it would be a career best in whip if he holds here. Most impressive stat for him. The strikeouts are way up. 86 strikeouts for Joel Cunell in 51 innings of work this season. Brian Perez, the left-hander, inning and 2/3 earlier this week, allowed a hit and a walk, but did not allow anyone to score. ERA is below 1, and the whip is 0.97 to this point. He has been impressive throughout this season. And Brendan Two-Way McKay is available in a pitching role today if called upon. Did have a couple starts earlier this year, not being used in that category as much. Maybe his two-way days are starting to be over. It's hard to say which side he should really devote to if he were, but McKay is available today if needed in this point. That's Tampa's situation. Let's transition over to Baltimore. I think there's only one material change I've got to make. Just a switcheroo of the 8 and 9s will be good. And the nut ball. Jim Reed is scheduled to get the ball here in this one. Bullpen situation. Anthony Castro went 3 innings way back on the 9th. He hasn't pitched in almost 3 weeks. He did allow a couple of home runs on 3 hits. He got one of those 3-inning save specials, excuse me. But that was the last time he has pitched. He's been respectable, although the whip could be much better than it is right now. Jeff Hartley got his first ever 10-save season. His last 4 appearances have translated into saves. He went an inning and a third in yesterday's 1-0 thriller. Ethan Knight getting the victory over Ben Spears. Hartley gets his first 10-game season as a member of the major leagues. He's been very reliable this year for the Birds. Trevor Henkel has been pitching pretty well of late. 20 appearances on the year, 2.41 ERA. He last appeared 2 innings against the Padres in a 4-1 victory. Got 1 strikeout, walked 1 in that one. Dylan Lee. Lee pitching back on the 24th against the Padres in a 3-1 victory. Gave up 2 hits in an inning. No one scored, though. 19 appearances on the year. Has been a little prone to the walks and has been hit a bit, so Lee does present a little bit of risk when he's out there, but he's still pitching rather impressively so far this year. Zach Pop. Pop had a breakout season last year. He might be cooling off a little bit. Only 11 innings of work thus far this year, but he has been pretty good. Whip is down to its lowest points that it's ever been. The walks are up again, but so are the strikeouts at this point. Blake Wyman, the left-hander, last pitching back on the 12th couple of weeks since he's last pitched. In his last 2 appearances, he had gotten saves in both of them. 3 saves on the year overall between both Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Finally, Ben Bowden, the left-hander, former Rule 5 draft pick from Lynn, Massachusetts. Been a little bit of a backpedaling season after his 2 seasons he had broken out of late. It looked like he was going to be the future closer after Tanner Scott had been traded. Not so much this year. Still respectable in regards to his appearances, but the walks are way up, the strikeouts are way down, and so is the whip. He's been much more hittable this year. There's your bullpen situation. Wind is going to be blowing in from center field decently at 10 miles an hour today, but it's going to be a nice, comfortable day in the month of June here in Baltimore. Here's your chance to embrace your inner Pete Rose. Time to get your bet on for today's game of the day. Here's what you do. First things first, what are you trying to win? You're trying to win balls of yarn. Balls of yarn are the currency of the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show, and they are the lifeblood of the eMLB universe. For every 1,000 balls of yarn you possess, you can trade them in and you can get a boost. For every 5,000 balls of yarn, you can call Lion-O and the rest of the Thundercats. That's cousins of our Fluffy Kitty Ninjas. And you can get an extra boost for the price of 5. For 5,000 balls of yarn, you get a +6. If you bet in the first inning, there's what you do. You see it in chat. Put which team you think is going to win and how many runs the winning team is going to score. Both are separate of each other, so let's talk about that. If you pick the right team in the first inning, at the end of this day, you're a winner. You'll win 75 balls of yarn. If you wait until the second inning to put your bet in, you can still win, but you will only have a maximum 50 balls of yarn for putting the right bet in. Your last chance to bet is before the third out of the third inning. A third inning bet will get you 25 balls of yarn. That number you put does not hurt you. It only helps. It's the nail the number portion of the game. If you nail the number, you get an instant 50 balls of yarn for being a winner. So even if you pick the wrong team, which we didn't mention at any time during the betting process, if you pick the wrong side, it will cost you 25 balls of yarn. But if you nail the number, that's still going to make you an instant winner because that's a +50. That means you will walk away still with 25 balls of yarn. Maximum amount of balls of yarn you can win on the day, 125 balls of yarn during the betting process. Continue to enjoy playing the mini games. Just sitting around lurking won't earn you as much, but you will get balls of yarn for participating. Here's your starting lineups for today's game between Tampa and Baltimore. Again, Tampa comes into this one 1 game up on the Red Sox, 5 on the Orioles. They are 18-6 in the month of June, so they have been on fire. Angel Baptista will lead it off. The DH, 24-year-old from Venezuela, got called back up on June 5th. After a small cup of coffee earlier this year, he's hitting .211 since he's been called back. He'll lead it off as the DH. Jim Mayhall is in right field today, batting second. Just 1 home run in the entire month of June. That was 4 days ago on the 24th. Mayhall had 31 home runs last year, so the home run stroke he is still looking for. He'll bat second in right field. Austin Meadows will be in left field. He's having a solid year. Just had a 5-game hit streak ended. Now the 30-year-old will bat third in left field. Wander Franco, the third baseman, 24-year-old, the 2024 AL MVP, has an 8-game hitting streak coming into this one. He's 13 for 35 with 3 home runs and 11 RBIs in that 8-game span. He's your cleanup hitter batting at third. Wilderd Patino will be your center fielder today, the Venezuelan. 3 for 10 in his career against Jim Reed. He'll bat 5th in center. Tyler Callahan will be the first baseman batting 6th. He's had 9 home runs and a .647 slugging percentage in the month of June. He's really turned it on of late. He'll bat 6th over at first. Tyler Stevenson, the former Red traded earlier this year. He has hit .282 with 6 home runs and 25 RBI since coming over to Tampa. That's in 78 at-bats. He has hit really well since coming over. He'll bat 7th. He is the catcher. Fritz freaking Flaherty.
Watch your language, bud. We're on the air.
Daffy, it's in my contract that I get to say Fritz freaking Flaherty without you harassing me.
Watch your language, bud.
Oh,
we're on the air.
Piss off, duck. Fritz Flaherty, batting 8th over at second base, 8-game hitting streak, 23 of 27 successful stolen bases this year. He'll bat 8th. Surprised he's not the leadoff hitter. But anyway, Jeffrey Marte is your shortstop batting 9th. He's got 15 steals himself this year and only 4 errors in 253 total chances at the short. Jim Giesler, the third-year veteran, originally traded along with Fritz Flaherty for Tyler Glasnow. Perhaps the best trade Tampa has made in eMLB history. Giesler from Maryland, 7-3 with a 2.87 ERA coming into this one. The month of June, 3-0 with a 1.98 and a 1.0 ERA and a 1.06 WHIP. He didn't dare go for a third time because, I'm both a baseball and a hockey guy. I have no problem striking him out and then serving him up for a hat trick. For the Orioles, leading off, Michael Busch. You didn't read that wrong. He's at second base. The first baseman. I love the quote. He's kind of a Max Muncy kind of guy. We heard around the Orioles front office staff. We're going to see how that tests tonight as Michael Busch will be at second base. I believe this is his first career appearance at second. .351 average. You understand why they can't take him out of the lineup. He is third in the American League in batting average coming into this one with a 5-game hitting streak. He'll lead it off. The Verdugo. Where's Yuka when you need her? Alex Verdugo, 2-time National League batting champion, 2021 National League MVP, currently first in the American League in average with .368 entering this one. He'll be in left, batting second. The suspense, Nick Spence, the shortstop. 6-game hitting streak for himself. 10 home runs on the year for the New York native. He'll bat third over at short. The baby giraffe, Brandon Belt. 2 home runs in his last 3 games. The 2022 Gold Glove is also on a 9-game hitting streak. He'll bat fourth over at first. Nate Lowe was 3 for 3 with a double, a home run and an RBI in his last game 3 days ago against the Padres. He'll bat fifth and is the DH. Buster Bluth, the 2021 Rookie of the Year, the former #1 overall draft pick in 2019, the 2-time Gold Glove winner with an 8-zone rating, which is tops among American League third basemen. The next closest, Eric Kelly, a 4.1. Buster Bluth, twice as high on the zone rating, already on his way to his third Gold Glove. He'll bat sixth over at third. Khalil Lee is the right fielder today, batting seventh. Jeff Newkirk, the 22-year-old from Houston, in his 10th career game, the rookie, will bat eighth behind the dish. Ray Ornelas, the hero of yesterday's game with the bat. Third inning home run was the victory in the 1-0 game. A gem pitched by both Ben Spears and Ethan Knight. Ornelas will bat ninth in center field today. The nutball, Jim Reed. The Wisconsin native has won his last 6 decisions that he's faced. He has been undefeated in his last 12 appearances. He has not lost a game since April 14th. Jim Reed will be the starter today for the Orioles. There's your lineups. Let's get me back front and center. Eyeing you punks yelling at me. Let's get over to Camden Yards. Maybe. Oh my god. Hold on, I'm like all discombobulated. Can you hear the discombobulation? I knew you could. Welcome. It is Camden Yards. It is eMLB action here for Sunday morning coffee with the commish edition as we get ready to watch a great one between the two of the three, we should say. Sorry, Red Sox. 2 of the 3 top teams in the American League East between the Rays and the Orioles. Let's look at the defensive alignments in this one before we get her underway. Left field, Alex Verdugo will be there. Ray Ornelas is your center fielder. Khalil Lee is out in right field. Buster Bluth, again, we just mentioned 8 zone rating entering this one. 4 points, 4 zone rating points ahead of anybody else here. He's over at third in this one. Nick Spence is your shortstop. Our focus on the day is Michael Busch at second base. I think it's his first career appearance. It is. No, I'm sorry. It's his first appearance this season. I misspoke. He has 10 career appearances at second. Last time was last season. He has no errors so far during that time. He'll be at second base in this one. Brandon Belt, the baby giraffe, another Gold Glove winner, is over at first. Jeff Newkirk behind the dish, and on the hill, the man simply known as the Nutball for his history in college. Former 3rd overall draft pick from that hotbed of junior college, Yavapai College in Prescott, Arizona. It's the Nutball, Jim Reed. Have a gambling problem? Well, just win more bets. That's how we do it around here, right? Reed, 15th appearance on the year for him. He's 6-2 with a 2.19 ERA. 102 and 2/3 innings of work for him thus far, allowing just 90 hits, 25 earned runs, 6 home runs have been allowed. He has walked 27, struck out 70. Throws upper 90s, touching 100 with that fastball. Complements that with a forkball, a curveball, and a changeup. Again, he was drafted 3rd overall back in 2022 under prior management, but I think it's turned out to be a good situation thus far for Reed. All right, again, today's game in chat. He's known as Tampa Bay Rays. We know him as Charles Williams. He is your Rays GM. And then Brendan, 3499, Brendan McGuirk. He is your Orioles GM. They are doing the whole action here. I am just pressing buttons and telling the story. They are the ones making the decisions on how this game will go. So it's fully managed. When no one's on base, we go right to the result. And then when runners are on base, we will go one pitch so they can manage much more. Any questions, let us know. Other than that, let's get this game started as Angel Baptista will step into the box. Baptista, the rookie 24-year-old from Venezuela, will enter the action today, hitting 189 with no home runs and 1 RBI. All right, first instructions are in. Cheers to you all. It's eMLB Game of the Day. It'll be an 0-2 pitch to get started. Wind is blowing in from center. Let's see what effect that'll have today. Here comes the 0-2.
Strike three.
Checks his swing, appeal down to first. What do you got? He went. Going to be a first strikeout on the day for the nutball.
Emotional damage.
And emotional damage for Angel Baptista as he'll go down for the first strikeout on the day. 1 out now, and in comes Jimmy Mayhall. Mayhall, the 24-year-old from Brentwood, California, enters play hitting .260 on the year. 8 home runs and 31 runs batted in. Remember, keep in mind, his first home run in the entire month of June was just 4 sim days ago. During this sim, he hit 31 home runs last year, so still trying to find the power stroke. Sean's back. He's at work, but he's here. We love the dedication. To us. Good job. I'm kidding. 1-2 pitch coming from Reed. Line shot right back up the middle, and that sizzled right by Reed's ear. Sizzler. That's what the ball said as Jimmy Mayhall squared it up pretty solidly. Wasn't fooled on the curveball at all there. We've got 1 hit, 1 on, 1 out. In comes Austin Meadows. Meadows has been hitting solidly, just had a 5-game hit streak ended. He enters play hitting .330 on the season with 11 home runs, 42 runs batted in, and not doing too terribly against Jim Reed, 3 for 11 in his career. Expecting to see a pretty well-pitched game in this one. Don't know if you can top yesterday's game, but these 2 Jims are pretty solid. First pitch from Reed is going to go wide, ball 1. Dang it. Just got some message about thank God I didn't bet on bid on Sean Manaea yesterday. He just got traded to the Padres. Again, I'm in an AL only league, so 1-0. That one gets the inner half. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just underway here at Camden Yards. If you're just joining us, welcome. Still plenty of time for you to bet, as we're still in inning 1. If you don't know how to bet, just do in chat which team you think is going to win and how many runs you think the winning team will score. Might be a good pitching matchup today. The 1-1. Taken away. He's going east-west on him. Too far out, though. 2 balls, 1 strike. I would not mind if the Twins get Frankie Montas, because I have Montas on my fantasy team, although I had extended him already, so this is my last season with him. If my team then I'm going to use it to try to get some prospects. The 2-1. Chop back to the mound, going to second for 1 is Reed. He'll get the lead runner, but there's not going to be any relay throw. Don't know if Bush very comfortable over there for double plays. He will get the force out, though. 2 outs now. Meadows is at first, and here comes Wander Franco. Franco, .263 on the year, which is rather pedestrian for him. 13 homers and 47 runs batted in. Yeah, so good question. In our rotisserie league, since it's AL only, if a player gets traded out of the division, you get the option of choosing something back. So if it's like a 4-for-1 deal, you only get to choose 1 player. So like last season, Willy Adames got traded to Milwaukee. So I had the choice of 2 players, and I went with JP Fireisen, which I did not keep this season. Not safe to keep any Tampa reliever because they're not going to really rack up saves, i.e. Diego Castillo. First pitch, big swing and a miss for strike 1 as he got fooled by the forkball there. I think he was thinking fastball, but the forkball comes about 10 miles an hour slower. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. taken all the way, quickly behind. No balls, 2 strikes. Meadows, not the fastest guy on the planet, of course, but does have 5 stolen bases this season. Been caught twice. His career best was 25 back in 2019. The 0-2. Missing away. Tried to ring him up with the fastball on the outer half. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Almost there, Mr. Serial Killer. The 1-2 checks the swing, appeal. No, they say. Be a 2 ball, 2 strike count. The 2-2 delivery. Just gets a piece of that one, pops it up. Given a look by Newkirk, but he'll watch it sail out of play. It'll remain 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Another one he just got a piece of. That hits off of Newkirk's knee. He stands up for a sec, takes a little walk around. Umpire goes and cleans the plate out of respect and courtesy. Is fine. We'll get back in there with a 2-2. The 2-2. Jams him hard and in, and he'll line that one down the third base side. He had it timed well. That'll hit off the screen down the line, as that could have taken someone's head off. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Down the line, but foul. Just foul. Did not miss by much on that one, as that one got by Buster Bluth, but it was about a foot to the wrong side of the foul line. Pitch number 9 of this battle coming. The 2-2. Down towards third. Bluth has it. He'll throw over to first in time, and that will retire the side. Half an inning in the books here in Baltimore. Tampa gets nothing. Here come the O's. It's the eMLB game of the day. There he is. Just had to find Mr. Bush. Forgot he was injured, wasn't he, for a bit? Thank you, Charles. All right, bottom of the first we go. Let's look at the defensive alignment for Tampa before we get to the Orioles at-bats. 2 weeks? Gotcha, thanks. Place your bets. You still got time. Austin Meadows will be out in left field today. Wilder Pacino patrolling in center. Jimmy Mayhall with a pretty solid arm out in right field. Wander Franco is your third baseman. Jelfry Marte over at short. Fritz Flaherty is at second. And Tyler Callahan patrolling first today. Tyler Stevenson, pretty solid glove, but pretty good bat here to this point for him. He'll be the catcher on the hill today. Jim Giesler, the 25-year-old from Calvert, Maryland. 15th appearance on the year, his 13th start. He's 7-3 with a 2.87 ERA. 81 2/3 innings of work. He's given up 71 hits, 26 earned runs. He is allowed 7 homers this year for a ground baller. He's walked 18 and struck out 56 to this point. Ground ball specialist, does not specialize in the K, though, for how hard he throws it, but he'll throw the fastball. Curveball, he still has a slider and changeup that he has been working on. Again, he was a former 7th pick overall back in 2021 out of Arkansas State by the Arizona Diamondbacks. He got packaged in that offseason along with Fritz Flaherty. He got sent here to Tampa in exchange for Tyler Glasnow. I got to think Flaherty and Giesler are the win in that deal. Giesler's ready to go. Let's get the first batter in for the Orioles. It's Michael Busch, the 27-year-old from Inner Grove Heights, Maryland. Montana, excuse me. No, Minnesota. All of those M abbreviations. I'm going to butcher it. Maybe I'll get it right after I call all the other ones first. Busch hitting .351. That's third best in the American League to this point. 9 home runs and 31 runs batted in. Giesler with a 3-2 pitch coming. Comes inside. He's going to miss ball 4. Good work by Michael Busch to earn the walk. That was a 7-pitch walk for him. Leadoff runner is aboard. He's from America. He's from Missouri. Oh, don't confuse me any further. I'm just going with what it says. Alex Verdugo will be your batter. The now 30-year-old, he'll soon he's 29. I'm mixing up who had birthdays recently. Verdugo, 29 years old, .368, which is best in the American League. 11 home runs and 33 runs batted in. First pitch. Goes and swings on that. That's going to be hit into right field for a base hit. Not wasting any time, heading over to third is Michael Busch. He'll get in there. Verdugo does not waste any time to get the base hit. Not known for his stealing, just 1 steal on the season for Verdugo. Runners at first and third. Nobody out. Nick Spence coming into the box, the New York native. .293 this season for Nick with 10 home runs, 22 runs batted in. First pitch, going to be up and in, ball 1. .1-0. Line shot into right center field. That's going to be trouble. That's a gapper. Busch is going to score. Verdugo's going to head for home. Spence is going to go for third. Here's the play. Safe. Bases clearing triple. 2-run triple for the Suspense. And it's 2-0 Baltimore. First triple on the year for him. It's only his second career triple in 3 seasons for Spence. 2-0 now, as that's RBIs 23 and 24 on the season for him. Already more offense this year. Agappa. G-A-P-P-A-H. That's how we say it in New England. It's Agappa. Brandon Belt, the baby giraffe, 227 this year. 8 home runs, 32 RBIs for the ageless one at 37. First pitch. That one is going to miss away. Ball 1. 2 runs already in. Spence is over at third. Nobody out here to start this game off for the Orioles. How to speak in Boston. If there is an R, take it away. If there isn't an R, add it. For 1-0. Misses high and outside with an off speed. 2 balls, no strikes. .2-0 pitch is swung on. He'll slap it towards the first base side, but foul and out of play. 2-1 pitch. He'll check his swing. They're going to peel down the third. He did not go. It's a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Giesler off to a shaky start here in this one. He's had a heck of a month of June. ERA was sub-2 coming into this one, but that's changed pretty quick here. The 3-1 towards left field. Sailing, coming in, making the play is Meadows. He'll make the throw to home. On his way is Spence. He's going to get in there safe. Not a deep hit shot, but Spence was taken off right from the get-go. It'll be a sacrifice fly for Brandon Belt, his 33rd RBI on the year. And the Ravens have kicked a field goal early against the Buccaneers. It's 3-0. 1 out now for Nate Lowe. Lowe, the DH today. 29-year-old enters play hitting .220 with 10 home runs and 37 runs batted in. First pitch he sees, slaps it into the shift, ranging to his right. Jelfry Marte hasn't. He'll throw over to first in time to get Low for the second out. 2 outs now. Buster Bluth, community created player of Siegski, who I've talked to recently. It was nice to catch up with Sieg again, who I did league gaming hockey esports with for quite a while before I retired from it. Bluth, the 25-year-old from Sacramento, California, enters play hitting .258 on the year with 5 homers, 27 runs batted in. Bluth is 3 for 14 with a home run in his career against Jim Giesler. We're still a bunch of uppity colonists. Oh, on the wrong screen. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. First strikeout on the day for Jim Giesler will get him out of the inning, but not before the Orioles strike for 3. 2 courtesy of the Nick Spence triple. 1 inning done. It's Orioles 3, Rays nothing. Top of the second, we go. Don't forget, the betting can still take place between innings 2 and 3. If you put a bet in now, you can only win 50 balls of yarn if you get the right team. Don't forget, you can nail the number on how many runs you think the winning team will score. Already 3 for the Orioles to this point. Where do you think we end? Let's find out. Jim Reed ready for his second inning of work. He'll start with the number 5 hitter. It's Wilder Pertino. 23-year-old from Guyana in Venezuela enters play hitting .288 this season. 2 home runs and 9 runs batted in. He is 3 for 10 in his career against the nut ball. The 1-2 delivery. Slapped into right field, and that's going to be a base hit. Patino shortened up the swing, slaps the 98-mile-an-hour fastball opposite way. Very professional at bat for Patino. He continues to have good success against Jim Reed here. Second hit on the day for the Rays. That'll put Tyler Callahan into the box. Callahan, the 25-year-old from Neptune Beach, Florida, just turned 25 last week. .309 average this year with 12 home runs and 27 runs batted in. What a June he has had, hitting .294 with 9 home runs in the month of June. First pitch is just outside. Patino's on his way. The play over at second is not in time, and that's going to be a stolen base.
Meep, meep.
5th stolen base on the year for Wilder Pertino. He does have the wheels. That's a big part of his game. Patino had 16 stolen bases 2 years ago, 15 last season, now 5 this year. He's in scoring position, nobody out. It's an 0-1 count here. 0-1 delivery. Slapped into left. That's going to get down for a base hit. Patino takes the corner, heading for home. Here comes the play at the plate. Safe! Close play. Good throw coming in from Verdugo. Patino says, I got the wheels. Verdugo says, I've got the arm. And we found out Patino won that battle. RBI single for Tyler Callahan. Continues his torrid month of June. 28 RBI now. It's a 3-1 ball game. Tyler Stevenson coming in. Who will end up with more steals, Tampa Bay or Texas? That's an easy one. Texas easily. Meanwhile, Tim says, Mrs. Machado on line 1 for you, sir. Mrs. Machado is going to live in infamy in this universe as much as Miguel Sano and his faux pas plane crash. The fake plane crash. Tyler Stevenson from Kennesaw, Georgia, the 28-year-old, recently traded from Cincy. On the season, 215, 10 home runs, 39 runs batted in, but he has been a different hitter since coming to Tampa. 282 average, 6 round trippers, and 25 RBI during that time. First pitch from Reed is going to miss low, ball 1. One 1-0 pitch. Gets under it, pops it up into center. Moving over, making the play is Ray Ornelas for the first out. 1 out now, and that'll put the number 8 hitter, Fritz Flaherty, into the box, the second baseman. 21-year-old. 340 average this year with 4 home runs and 36 RBI. He enters play with an 8-game hitting streak. Manny can now get arrested for streaking, but have his case thrown out for lack of evidence. Hey, Coach. Good morning, sir. Did you survive WrestleMania since your wife threw you under the bus sleeping on Twitter? I hope you're doing well, sir. We're good. First pitch to Flaherty comes at the knees. It's called strike 1. That poor coach. Kids are up. Wife is up. Coach is on the couch during WrestleMania. Coach, thank you for the biddies. We need to circle back and get your player boosted because those biddies will add to it. So let's circle back and do that again soon, sir. You love your couch. That was obvious. The 0-1 to left center field. Well struck. Ornelas ranging to his right. Wind is going to pull that one in, and he'll make the play. Lots of room out there, but boy, that one sounded good coming off the bat of Flaherty. But again, the wind blowing in from center at 10 miles an hour made a factor there. 2 outs now. 2 outs. Jeffrey Marte, the shortstop, 24-year-old, enters play, hitting .258 on the year with 4 round trippers, 32 RBI. That was a 101 mile an hour pitch that was thrown from the nutball. First pitch comes inside. Yes, too far in. Ball 1. The 1-0. Misses low. 2 balls, no strikes. .2-0 delivery. Gets a piece as he bloops that foul. That'll land about 10 rows back into the bleachers. Two balls, 1 strike. Would that make it a coach couch? Yes, it would. The 2-1. Into center. Coming in, Ornelas gets another opportunity. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. Tampa gets a run as they will chip away at the lead. We'll go bottom of the second. 3-1 Orioles. Jim Giesler back on the hill looking for a cleaner inning than his last one. He's got the bottom third of the order to contend with. As we start the bottom of the second, Khalil Lee will be the batter. Hey, coach, if you're here, get a chance to get some extra balls of yarn, put in a bet. You can win 50 balls of yarn if you put that bet in before the end of the second inning for picking the right team. So again, choose your team you think will win and how many runs the winning team is going to score. That nail the number cannot hurt you. That can only help you. O's and 6, he says. Noted. Second inning bet. Thank you, Sadie, for doing the bets again. Khalil Lee, the 26-year-old. Strike that. Just turned 27 2 days ago. Happy recent birthday, Khalil. The Centerville, Virginia native enters play. 263 on the season with 6 home runs and 31 runs batted in. 3-1 pitch. Shift is on. Comes too far in. Another leadoff walk issued by Giesler as he started the last inning like that. Second straight inning he does so. Lee is aboard. 5 steals on the year. Has been caught 3 times. Career high 27 back in 2021 with the Kansas City Royals. He's aboard. That'll bring in the rookie Jeff Newkirk. Hey, Cito. Cito got a bet in as well. Jeff Newkirk, the 22-year-old from Houston, Texas. So far, 7 for 28 in his career. That's a 250 clip with no homers, 2 RBI. He was a former draft. He was picked 6th last season out of Towson State with the Baltimore Orioles. He was picked after Hank Peralta. I believe Newkirk is the second official major leaguer in the 2024 class. I could be wrong. Mound visit already. No worries. Meanwhile, Charles be like,
Dirty Turkish hark back, flatten, fortin, fill a bucket, Martin, Perkaluma,
obviously keeping him in, I assume. All right, I got that right. It is inside. 102 on the gun on that one. And that comes inside, and I'm thinking, oh my God, my knees. 1 ball, no strike. Well, some worries. That's why I came out here, yeah. The 1-0. Here's a call. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 runner is going. Throw is coming up from Stevenson, and he is going to have Lee out. Tyler Stevenson continues to show that defensive prowess. Can't tell if that was a hit and run situation or not, or a straight out steal, because Lee looked a little slow out of the gate. But he is caught stealing for the first out. No one is on base now. We'll continue. The 2-1 pitch to Newkirk. Towards center. Drifting over to his left, Wilder Patino. He'll have it in right center field for the second out. 2 outs now. That'll bring in the Mexican, Ray Ornelas. Ornelas with the first home run of the season. It was the game winner in yesterday's 1-0 classic between these two teams. Ornelas, 298 on the year. 1 home run, 3 runs batted in. You're not doing another heist, taking your modest winnings off the table. Uh-oh. 0-1 delivery to Ornelas. Uh-oh, that one got him inside, and that one's going to be painful. It got his elbow. Not too serious, though, but the trainer does come right out and check him, as he definitely was shaking his arm. Probably got the funny bone, you know? It's never funny. Runner aboard. Need a rush the mound feature. Ornelas is aboard. The steal rating, because I know you can't see it there, is 17 according to OSA. Because they called for it. Oh boy. Michael Bush back in there. Ornelas at first. No stolen bases on the year. He had 3 last season. He was successful 3 for 3. See, look, Jonathan, you would have won because everyone performed their task perfectly. No one lost in that one. First pitch is a curveball caught in the outside corner. Strike 1. Gorgo is grinding today. Love it. How are you, sir? Giesler gets into the check. Checks Ornelas. The 0-1. Got the outside corner. Or did he on that one?
What?
Bush did not like the call on that one. It's no balls, 2 strikes. Boss battle. Jumping on in case we can get Fluffy woken up. More balls of yarn for Fluffy. Oh, to delivery. Runner was going, and wow, that one got away. That's the second straight batter that's been hit. What are the odds of that happening 2 heists in a row? To be honest, I don't know. So 2 runners aboard by way of the hit by pitch here. That one was a 103-mile-an-hour fastball. Giesler struggling with the control, it appears here. An 0-2, 103-mile-an-hour fastball that got him. Yikes. Verdugo, 1 for 1. Might not be the wisest thing to have done here. We'll see. First pitch goes with the curveball. Gets it at the knee. Strike 1. He's not wild, he's just making a point. 0-1. Weave and a miss as he's fooled by the off speed. No balls, 2 strikes. I wish I knew, Charles. Charles even asked in whisper, WTF is his problem? The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. He'll get him in the end as he stays off speed with him. He'll retire Verdugo, and that will retire this side. They'll leave a couple of runners left in a painful inning for the O's. Top of the 3rd, we will go. It's 3-1, Baltimore. Friendly reminder, this is your last chance to bet on today's game. If you have not done so yet, now's the time to do so. In chat, write down which team you think will win and how many runs the winning team will score. As a reminder, you can win 25 balls of yarn for nailing or picking the right team. And if you nail the number, which will not hurt you, you can get 50 balls of yarn. So if you put a bet in now, maximum 75 balls of yarn to be won. Top of the order, we go here in for Tampa. Baptista, Mayhall, and Meadows do up. Baptista struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch from Reed. It's grounded towards 3rd. Going to have to hurry. No chance on the play. Bluth did hurry, but Baptista flies down the line, and he'll get in there with an infield single. Baptista is aboard. Still looking for his first career stolen base. Jimmy Mayhall will be the batter. Mayhall is 1 for 1. sizzled one right by Jim Reed's head earlier in that battle of Jims. First pitch in there, strike one. Oh, one delivery. That one gets the outer half, called strike two. Nice pitch there from Jim Reed as it just catches the black, according to eMLB Sportsnet K-Zone. Oh, to delivery. Runner is going. This one's outside. It's definitely going to get it. Jeff Newkirk is going to gun him down, and he's thrown out. Jeff Newkirk shows the arm. Each catcher doing the duty here so far. It's a 1-ball, 2-strike count now to Jim Mayhall with 1 out. The 1-2. Into right field. This one's got some carry. It's going to get down for a base hit. Good chase after it from Khalil Lee, but Jimmy Mayhall was thinking 2 all the way, and he'll get in there with the double. 12th double on the year for Jim Mayhall. Second hit on the day. 1 out, runner at second. Austin Meadows is your batter. He's 0 for 1. I said duty. First pitch will miss low, ball 1. Delivery fired right down the middle, strike one. My God, I'm all of a sudden just having Beavis and Butthead moments in my head. You ever see the episode where Beavis and Butthead go from high school and they get constantly regressed? They're still their same ages, but they get regressed down to kindergarten. And the kindergarten teacher basically says, "Now I understand this experience might be very hard on you boys." And they're like, "She said very hard." And he's like,
Yeah, then she said on.
sorry. We're all downhill from here, gang. The 1-1. That one will miss outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two, 1 delivery to Meadows is going to miss just low. It's a 3 ball, 1 strike count. Wander Franco waiting on deck. The 3-1. Softly hit into center field. That'll get down and be trouble. Mayhall heads for third, but the green light was pulled up as Ornelas was charging in hard. Mayhall not the fastest runner. They're going to play it safe. We got runners at first and third with 1 out now. Wander Franco is your batter. 0 for 1 today. 2 for 14 now in his career against the nutball, Jim Reed. Going to do a mound visit here. Both sides are having quick early discussions. I'm perfectly fine. Let me pitch. Okay. Good. Instructions are in. They're going to stay with Reed. 47th pitch of the game for him is coming with the first pitch to Franco. Here it comes. It will miss low, ball 1. idea what's going on. 1-0 delivery. Caught the... Yeah, it did catch at the letters. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bit early for a mound visit, huh? Not in some eyes. The 1-1. Swing and a miss as he went through the forkball there. Now behind 1 ball, 2 strikes. Reed working the forkball pretty well into his arsenal here early on. Pitchers need to be signed up for a situational awareness seminar. The 1-2. Jammed to short, over to second for 1, but that's all Bush is going to be able to get. Nick Spence had to go a distance on that one. Bush had the charging Meadows coming in. Again, is the unfamiliarity of second base a challenge there for Bush? They'll get the lead runner, but it's an RBI fielder's choice for Wander Franco as Mayhall scored from third. 3-2 now, 48th RBI on the season now for Franco. And always a threat on the base pass. 24 steals on the year, just caught twice, I believe. Yep. Hit 59 last season. First pitch. Missing low. 1 ball, no strike. Shaping up to be a good one here. Not going to be the straight pitchers duel we had in game 1. Looking for clarification on something. Okay. The 1-0, they're going to do a snap throw over to first. That was close. They caught Franco leaning on that one. Just getting back in time. 1 ball, no strikes to Wilder Pertino. One 1-0 pitch comes inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Franco does not go. It's a fastball missing low. Franco must be in Reed's head. It's a 3 ball, no strike count. He has been low on all 3 pitches thus far. 3-0 delivery right down the middle. Went with the curveball on that. 3 balls, 1 strike. Three, 1. That's in there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner will be off on the pitch with 2 outs. The 3-2. Franco goes. Here's the pitch into left field. This one, hooking. Verdugo's there with a coffee and a donut and waiting for it, and it still lands foul. Never trust the animation. The 3-2. Runner goes again. He broke his hands before he stepped off. It's a balk. It's a balk. Uh-huh. Crazy. All right. Reed back into the set. Free base for Franco now. The 3-2 pitch. Into right. That's going to be damage. Here comes the runner. Franco is going to score. That's an RBI single for Wilder Pertino. Costly block there from Jimmy Reed. Wilder Pertino, 2 hits today against Reed. 10 RBI now for him. Tyler Callahan will be your batter. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. First pitch, he held up there, ball 1. One 0 delivery comes inside with the curveball, too far in, 2 balls, no strikes. Jim Reed definitely working a bit here in this 3rd inning, costing himself in the last at-bat with the balk that he did. Now it's tied 3-3. 2-0 snap throw over to first. Patino gets back in safely. He does have a steal on the day. Two fired in there. Strike 1. 2 balls. 1 strike. The 2-1 swing and a miss as he swung way over that fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He said Phoenix wants to do a different game where he sit for 400 balls under. The 2-2. Runner is going, called strike 3, and the side is retired.
Fatality.
2 runs will be scored on 4 hits, no errors, 1 left. Bottom of the 3rd, and your last chance to bet on today's game. It's 3-3. Yeah, that was a good call. Forkball got him. Alrighty, bottom of the 3rd. Middle of the order, Nick Spence, Brandon Belt, and Nate Lowe are due for the Orioles. Spence had the 2 RBI. He had the 2-run triple in his first at bat. 2-1 pitch coming to Nick. Grounded over to 3rd. Easy play over there for Wander Franco. He'll make the throw and retire. Spence for the first out on a 5-3 call. 1 out now. Brandon Belt will come into the box. Belt, he had an RBI. What was it, a sac fly? Forgetting. How the heck did Belt get that? Yeah, it was a sac fly. The 1-1. Into right. Coming in. Making the catch, Jim Mayhall for the second out. 2 outs now. Nate Lowe will be the batter. Lowe 0 for 1. One pitch shift is on against Lowe. Hits it into center field. That's coming in with the wind gusting a bit. Patino will make the catch as he comes into shallow center. Side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for Jim Giesler. 3 innings are in the books. We'll go 1 more inning before we take our 1 planned break on the day. No more bets. Bets are in. We are locked and loaded. Let's see how this game continues to go as we go to the 4th. Jim Reed has the bottom 3rd of the order. Tyler Stevenson, Fritz Flaherty, Jelfry Marte coming up. Stevenson 0 for 1 today. Two pitch.
Strike 3.
Got him! Called strike 3. Didn't take the bat off the shoulder at all in the at-bat.
Hey, bada, swing, bada.
Jim Reed with his third strikeout on the day as he caught Stevenson looking. 1 out. There's Brendan keeping good track of what was a regular strikeout and a caught looking K. Good use of the Kitty Ninja logos. The emotes. Fritz Flaherty is your batter. He's 0 for 1. 2-2. Slapped up the middle. Deep in the hole is Spence. He'll throw over to first in time. Great range coming over from Nick Spence. He was already adjusted for a shift, but he had to go a deep distance up the middle. Nice play from Spence. Sorry, got a weird... It was a Reddit message, but at first I thought it was actual news. No, it's just someone being a moron. 2 outs now. Hey, look, it's the sexy play emotes. I like it. 2 outs now. Jelfry Marte is your batter. He's 0 for 1. 0-1 pitch. Marte to short. Not as hard of a play there for Spence on this one. He'll throw it to first in time to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 inning first time for the nutball Jim Reed this game. We'll go bottom of the 4th. It's still 3-3. Jim Giesler ready for his 4th inning of work. Friendly reminder, after this half inning, I'll take my 1 planned break on this broadcast. We'll check out of town scoreboard after this. Buster Bluth, Khalil Lee, Jeff Newkirk are scheduled up. Bluth will be the batter, 0 for 1. 1-0 pitch. In the air to right field. Got this one. Does it clear the scoreboard? It does. Home run, Buster Bluth. Buster Bluth takes a 101-mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone, and he hits it over the scoreboard in right field. 6th home run on the year for him. It's a 4-3 ball game. Put it on the board. The former number 1 overall pick back in 2019, not having the power stroke this year, just his 6th home run on the season. But again, it's a 4-3 lead. Now Khalil Lee will be your batter. Lee got hit by a pitch in his first at bat. Don't you dare, Stinkins. Those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. Not saying you don't like that, Horn. The 0-1 to center. This one not gonna get the distance. Jonesy. Patino will get under it for the first out. Lifelong Sabres fan. Well, good news for you. I got that horn too. 1 out now. Jeff Newkirk is going to be the batter. Newkirk is 0 for 1 today. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss as he almost swung right out of his shoe tops on that one.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
There was almost an earth-shattering kaboom when he almost fell down over the corkscrew that he did there. 3rd strikeout on the day for Jim Giesler. 2 outs now, bottom of the 4th. Number 9 hitter Ray Ornelas will come in. Ornelas also getting plunked in his first at-bat. Then somebody called you at 4 a.m. I have that right next to him. Yeah, I can see it now. I'm sleeping. Got the phone on full sound. Right? Those cartoon characters that get, scared and they're all squiggly lines. That Stinkins there when the phone rings at 4 a.m. Loudest booty call ever. Sorry, the 1-1. Into left on a laser coming in, though. Austin Meadows, he'll make it on the run for the final out. Buster Bluth, though, leads off that inning with a home run into right field, his 6th on the year. He'll make this one a 4-3 ball game. We will step aside for a quick moment, check the out-of-town scoreboard. When we come back, you're watching Sunday Game of the Day. Coffee with the Kamish. We'll be right back. Coming back live, it is Coffee with Kamish on a Sunday here on the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas show. Kamish LB coming back with you, getting ready to look at out-of-town action around the eMLB universe before we continue with action between the Rays and the Orioles. Let's look bottom of the 4th at Comerica Park. Tigers are leading the Indians 5-3 in that one. Grayson Griner, Bobby Witt Jr. have gone deep in that one for the home team. Bottom of the 4th at Cincinnati as the Padres and the Reds are at a 2-2 tie thus far. Juan PA just tying that ball game up with a 2-run homer. Top of the 5th in Coors Field, Arizona is leading 3-0 thanks to Jeremy Harmon's 13th home run on the season. Hey Harris, good afternoon to you. Top of the 4th at Marlins Park, it is the Cubs 4 and the Marlins 2 in that one inning. And again, top of the 4th in that one. It's the bottom of the 4th in Milwaukee as the Nationals are leading 4-1. Joe Diggs' little brother Mark, not so little to be honest, but Mark Diggs has gone deep twice in this game now. 8 home runs on the season for him as it's a 4-1 lead at American Family Fieldhouse. Couple finals on the day. White Sox defeated the Blue Jays 4-3 on the day, holding off the Vladimir Guerrero charge as he got his 19th home run on the season. White Sox winning 4-3, guaranteed rate field. The Yankees will defeat the Twins 4-3. Couple home runs, one from Trevor Story, one from Luke Voigt. Reyes Maranta earns the win in relief. He's 2-1 on the year. All other games are to be played, so let's go back to Baltimore. Top of the 5th we go. Journey of the Starters brought to you today by Kamish's Coffee of Choice, Cafe Verona, my favorite home coffee. Cafe Verona, the Italian sweet cream from Coffee Mate, and just a little of Bailey's Irish Cream. For the nutball, Jim Reed, it's been a bit adventurous. 4 innings of work, 7 hits, 3 runs all earned. One rough way by a balk that he committed. Hasn't walked anyone, but he has struck out 3, 74 pitches through 4 innings of work for him. We'll start this top of the 5th with the top of the order. Angel Baptista will be your first batter. He is 1 for 2 on the day. 2-2 pitch.
Strike 3.
Swing and a miss. He got him with the fastball. Next indeed. 4 strikeouts now for Reed. 1 out here, top of the 5th. Jimmy Mayhall's had a good day. He's 2 for 2 so far. 3 for 11 against Reed in his career. Hey, Attica. Good afternoon. 2-2 pitch. Grounded hard to third. Buster Bluth is there. He'll throw it over to first. Makes that a routine 5-3 on the scorecard for the second out. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to move this to here. And I wanted to do this before I forget, since Attica came in and I saw his nice message on hating our downtime that we have around here. So let's talk about what we do in that downtime. A lot of work being done in the background for the upcoming 2025 eMLB Amateur Draft. Round 1 and 2 will be held on Wednesday night, April 13th. A lot of pomp and circumstance on that show. 6 o'clock Eastern Time. will run most likely until 10 o'clock, as we'll still have to respect the Out of the Park parent channel. Round 2, or I should say day 2, will be 24 hours later on the 14th. Rounds 3 through 5 are scheduled. I know you weren't hating. You were just saying you wish you could have some extra stuff to do. No worries whatsoever. But that's what we're doing in the background when you don't see us live. Austin Meadows, especially since, thanks to the damn file, I got a crap load of 20-year-old high school seniors I've got to DH. So, that'll make you guys happy. Austin Meadows is your batter. He's 1 for 2. Haha. Nice try, Split Ends. We'll see. I mean, the sky is clear, 77 degrees. It's sunny out at 5:43 in the afternoon here. The 2-1. Softly line into center field. Austin Meadows is going to continue to be a force. Another hit for the Rays. 8 hits on the day against the Nutball. Wander Franco will be the batter. 2 outs, 1 on. Franco today 0 for 2 with an RBI. He's now 2 for 15 in his career against Jim Reed. First pitch checks the swing. Doesn't matter. Ump says it's in there anyway. It was not a swinging strike. The 0-1. Grounded to short. Gonna step on the bag for 1, and that's all that we need, as Nick Spence will get there in time to force Meadows out. Side is retired. We're officially halfway through the game. Split Ends is hoping for a quick rain out, but don't think it'll happen here. Bottom of the 5th we go. 4-3 Baltimore. Alrighty. Bottom of the 5th, which means one more time, it's the journey of the starters. Again, brought to you by Commission's Coffee of Choice, Starbucks, Cafe Verona, Coffee Made Italian Sweet Cream, and a nice, not too big, nice little dose of Bailey's Irish Cream to enjoy a Sunday here. Jim Giesler, 4 innings of work, has given up 3 hits, 4 earned runs, including 1 home run to Buster Bluth in the last inning. He's walked 2, struck out 3, thrown 59 pitches through his outing to this point. We'll start with the top of the order for the Orioles in the 5th. Michael Busch, Alex Verdugo, Nick Spence are coming up. Thank you, Brendan. Good job. As a reminder, when you guys are up, remind me we're at that portion of the game to tell me if you're continuing with your pitcher or if you have planned changes. Do me the courtesy of telling the story better by letting me know who might be warming up in the bullpen, though. Busch is your batter. Hasn't had an official at-bat yet today. Still 5 for 10 against Giesler in his career. The 2-2. Into left. This one's got a bit of a charge, but the wind is going to pull it back, and Austin Meadows will make the catch. Now, would that have been a home run last season? Probably, because look at where he was. This is about 10 feet further back, if I remember right. But today, it's an out. 1 out for Michael Busch. Alex Verdugo will be your batter. Verdugo, 1 for 2 today, continues to lead the American League in batting average. Going to try to look for his 3rd all-time batting title. This will be his 1st in the American League. The 2-2. Into center. What a pitch. What a pitch and what a hit for Verdugo. Look at where this one was. Curveball near the plate, and Verdugo had the fortune of going up with a gap wedge and gets the base hit, his 2nd on the day, 4th hit on the day for the Orioles. That'll put Spence into the box with 1 on and 1 out. Channeling his inner Javi Baez, very likely. First pitch. At the knees, called strike 1. Don't mind me constantly checking my phone. I am mostly making sure that I don't have my wife, who's not in the happiest of moods today because of, not me, thankfully, I'm being a good boy, but the ex-hubby got her dander up last night, so the running joke was, is if she calls once and I don't answer and she calls again, that's a sign that I need bail money. The 0-1. Misses outside, not by much. 1 ball, 1 strike. One coming, swings and fouls that one out of play. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. One, 2 pitch from Giesler. Here it comes. Just gets a piece of that one. Taps it foul. Stays out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a reason why X's are X's. And boy, I can say that with full conviction. My X is an X, and because if you haven't been here for a while, I have 5 kids, but 4 want me in their lives right now. My soon-to-be teenager, my second oldest, does not. A lot of, I hate to put it this way, but a lot of poisoning coming from the ex. That they don't want the siblings, they don't want the dad around. So, yeah, well, this is how many classes 2 weeks ago they were failing, and the school quarter is done next Friday. One, 2. In the dirt, great block by Stevenson to make sure that curveball didn't get away. It's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. So Mines is very much an X for a very good reason. I mean, I've been divorced to her for near 11 years. Still haven't gotten over it. Get over yourself, please and thank you. I moved on a long time ago. 2-2. Well struck into right field. This one might have enough distance, and it does. Home run, Nick Spence, just for Stinkins. And mostly because Nick Spence is from New York, New York. Why not play at least that one? Because I don't like the Rangers horn at all. Opposite field, shot for the suspense. 11 home runs on the year. It's 6-3. Pull him, he says. For what? You didn't tell me anyone was in the pen. Thanks for the realism, Charles. Lefty, Brian Perez will be coming in. Excuse me 1 sec. I gotta... There we go. Gotta get back to where I was. Get back to where you once belong. Brian Perez is being summoned as Jim Giesler's day is done on 1 swing of the bat. My immersion! I know, right? We'll call it the Charles Williams rule, or we'll call it the Ronald Acuna Matata rule. That now the GMs have to force warm-ups. The warm-up rule will be turned on. I'm kidding, Charles. I'm just giving you a hard time. Maybe. No, I am. Or am I? Just need to use your have to? Okay. Brian Perez, the 24-year-old, will enter into the fray. I believe it's his 20th appearance on the year. Yes, 20 appearances on the year for him. 29 innings of work. 3-0 with a 0.93 ERA. 20 hits to his credit. Allowed 3 earned runs, 2 home runs, walking 8. And striking out 32 to this point. 4-pitch pitcher for the Venezuelan. Throws mid-90s with the fastball, curveball, slider, and a changeup. Nope, they would with your injuries, I guess. With injuries, but they would get as much time as they need them. What is that from? Is that from Rookie of the Year? Use your have to. I forget where that's from. I assume it's Chet Steadman speaking. It is Steadman. See, look at me. I remembered. Steadman. Got to get all my Chet Steadman grunts ready to go for you when he finally makes the majors. Perez ready to go. Brandon Belt will be the first batter to greet him. It's bottom of the fifth, one out. 6-3 now for the Orioles. Brandon Belt 0 for 1 with an RBI today. The 1-2. Shift is on against Belt. Big swing and a miss, and he got him. Well, I hit a wrong button, but that's fine. All good. 60th strikeout on the season now for Brandon Belt. 2 outs now, bottom of the fifth. Nate Lowe will be the batter. He's 0 for 2 today. Two-two pitch. Softly lined against the shift and through for a base hit. Marte had to go from the second base side of the bag back to the shortstop side. Lowe will get it through. That's his first hit on the day. Never known for steals for Nate Lowe. He's over at first. 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Buster Bluth, he had a home run in his last at bat back in the fourth. His 6th on the season. 1 for 2 today. First pitch coming up and in with the curveball. Misses. 1 ball, no strikes. AL East is toughest division in the eMLB this year. Have you seen the NL East? The Mets went from last place to first. I might have to disagree with you right now. The 1-0. In there, called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. I'm going to see if I can get Sieg to come write a story about the supposed trade rumors on Buster Bluth. Ouch. Boston and Baltimore would be up 14 games in the NL East. The 1-1. Swing from Bluth will be hit fouled off as he was late on the curveball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him with the slider. Brian Perez comes in and proceeds to get a couple of strikeouts, but not before Nick Spence goes opposite field over the scoreboard, and he gets a 2-run homer to make this a 6-3 game. Nick Spence now with 4 RBI on the day. I believe Reed is still staying in. Yes, he is. Reed, 92 pitches to this point. He's got Wilder Pertino, Tyler Callahan, and Tyler Stevenson due up in the next inning. Is there a draft order posted? Yes, there is in the Discord. We'll start with Patino. Patino is 2 for 2 with an RBI. That's just the order of the draft, but it doesn't reflect FA compensation picks. Third round is going to have only 23 selections out of 30. My wife just sent me a message that she got our son, she got the goalie, and she's not in jail. So I need a hallelujah button because I was afraid there was going to be bail money needed today. One pitch to Pertino, who's had a good day. He'll lift that one into left field, not very deep. Coming on in, plenty of room. Makes the play, Alex Verdugo for the first out. 1 out now. Tyler Callahan will be your batter. He's 1 for 2 today with an RBI. Line shot into right field for a base hit. Callahan really sized up that fastball really good. Forkball was the prior pitch. Callahan will get aboard. 9th hit on the day now for the Rays. 2 hits for Callahan. One out, one on. Tyler Stevenson is your batter today, 0 for 2. First pitch. Swings and fouls that one off and out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Seeing action starting to warm up in the Baltimore bullpen. Trevor Henkel. Looks like he is warming up there. Also noticing Blake Wyman, former Pirate, is warming up. 0-1. Misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. It is silver packs being given today. That's cool. Curveball will miss low. 2 balls, 1 strike. 6-3 here. Top of the 6. Orioles over the Rays. Orioles are trying to go for their 6th straight win. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun through that one. It's a 2 ball, 2 strike count. The 2-2 comes inside too far in ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Baltimore GM just won 50 brownie points for immersion. Are there brownie points? There should be, shouldn't there, huh? Or there should be demerits for not providing the immersion. I don't know. We'll figure it out. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Reed checks Callahan into the set. The pitch. Runner doesn't go. Watches it all the way. Called strike 3. Right down the middle. Just froze him completely. Stevenson just walks away shaking his head. That's the 2nd time he's been caught looking today. 5 strikeouts on the day for the nutball Jim Reed. 2 outs now. Fritz Flaherty is your batter. 0 for 2 today. First pitch gets the corner. 100 on the gun there for call strike 1. Yikes. That didn't look like a very nice call, though, to Flaherty. She got him. 0-1. That one will miss low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Checks his swing. They'll appeal. No, says the 3rd base umpire. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yes. Cigar! Of course, when I hear that, it also has me think of one of my favorites. I always think of it when Tim Lowry comes into the chat, too.
Timber!
Timmer! Timmer! The 2-1. Up and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Jelfry Marte waiting on deck. 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 out here. The 3-1. Just gets the outer half. Called strike 2. Might have been a bit more of a generous call.
What?
3 balls, 2 strikes to Fritz Flaherty here. Callahan will be off on the pitch. The 3-2 pitch. Runner goes. Grounded. Hard shot to first. Well played over there by Brandon Belt. Showing that Gold Glove status. Side is retired. 5.5 in the books here. Bottom of the 6th, we go. Orioles lead this one 6-3. Charles, you forgot to tell me if you're staying with Perez. Okay, that answers it. Okay, very good. Bottom of the 6th, we go. We think the day is done for Jim Reed as he was getting the congratulations throughout the dugout. He's got the jacket on. 77-degree weather. Chapman. I don't know. I didn't see it. Khalil Lee will be the batter to start off against Brian Perez. 0 for 1 today. Trevor Henkel is still warming up. Blake Wyman looks like he's taking a seat. Shift on the 1-2. Hard pitch inside. He got him. Third strikeout for Brian Perez. One out here, bottom of the 6th. That's technically a Godzilla mode since he's gone an inning and struck out 3. Jeff Newkirk will be your batter. Newkirk enters in 0 for 2 today. The 0-1. To right field. Well struck. Going back to the warning track. Right in front of the wall. Jimmy Mayhall will reach up and make the catch. It was close. He is right back up against the fence, but makes the catch for the second out. Yeah, now you mention it. Yeah, I see that. Ray Ornelas comes into the box 0 for 1 today. First pitch he sees, hits it into right, just in front of Jim Mayhall for the base hit. Ornelas takes the corner. Heads back to first. 7th hit on the day for the Orioles. 2 outs now, bottom of the 6th. Michael Bush is your batter. Bush today 0 for 1. 3 for 4 in his career against Brian Perez. First pitch comes up and in. It's going to miss, ball 1. Matt Chapman on the mound. Yep, confirmed. The 1-0. Watches that one all the way. It's in there with the strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch from Perez. That's up in the zone, but called strike 2. Bush doesn't like the call. It's 1 ball, 2 strike count. Boss battle. Let's see if we can get Fluffy awoken. The 1-2 pitch. Ornelas is going. This one's outside to throw to second. Not in time. It's a stolen base. Ray Ornelas. Ray Ornelas. I just realized I pressed that and Ornelas is from Mexico. Coincidence? No, that was completely unplanned. But it's his 4th career stolen base. He's 4 for 4. It's his 1st of the year. He's in at second now with a 2-2 count. 2-2 pitch. Misses low and inside. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch to Bush. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He got him. 4 strikeouts in 4 possible outs. No, wait. There was 1 fly out there. Yeah, it's still close enough to Godzilla mode. 6 innings in the books. 6-3 Baltimore. So close, yet so far away, Scott. All right, Jim Reed's day is done. Trevor Henkel is coming in to replace the nutball. 6 innings of work. The Bill Doran specialty gets the quality start. You finished your first gold season above 520 chances. 82 and 80. Hey, you take anything you can get. Congrats. Shoot! Brendan, I'm sorry. I got distracted and that's totally my fault. I put a Blake Wyman in there. That is totally my fault. Are you good with that? Well, we got it now. I'm an idiot. I had Wyman on the brain still, and I said Trevor Henkel. Okay, again, I apologize for that. That's Commish Derp. All together now.
You idiot.
I really hate screwing up. All right, well, it'll be Blake Wyman instead. Let's hope it does not cause the game issue. 19th appearance on the season for Wyman. He's 2-2 with a 1.46 ERA. 24 2/3 innings of work for him thus far. 20 hits have been allowed, 4 earned runs, just 1 home run this season. He's allowed 6 walks and struck out 28. Throws the hard slider away on people and jams them in well. He also has the low 90s fastball. Former 8th round draft pick in 2017 by the Pirates out of University of Kansas. All right, he'll start with Marte, the switch hitter, followed by Baptista and Jimmy Mayhall. Marte is 0 for 2 today. Never faced Wyman before. The 1-1. Lined right to first, but right at Brandon Belt. He'll make the catch for the first out. Fly ball. Caught. Angel Baptista comes into the box. 4th time for him today. He's 1 for 3. The 1-0. Back to first. Belt has it. He'll throw over to Wyman, who covers the bag, and that's a quick 2 outs. 2 outs now. Jim Mayhall will be your batter. Mayhall, 2 for 3 today. Oop, I just saw a brief drop frames moment. Looks like it stabilized. Like, couldn't even say it out of my mouth when it stabilized. 1-1 pitch to Mayhall. Hard down the line, third. Bluth is there. He'll throw to first. In time as he was guarding the lines there for doubles. Works to his benefit. Commish's derp does not cause damage. And we will go to the bottom of the 7th. I know somebody who's a happy camper.
I was born to love you. I was born to lick your face. I was born to rub you. But you were born to rub me first.
7th inning stretch. Fluffy Kitty Ninja show. We are bottom of the 7th here. Baltimore taking on Tampa in a battle of the AL East. Orioles on a 5-game win streak. They lead this one 6-3. They look to go for 6 in a row. We'll start this bottom of the 7th. Brian Perez staying in. Alex Verdugo, Nick Spence, Brandon Belt coming up. Perez, inning and 2/3 thus far. 4 strikeouts for him. Verdugo will be the batter. Verdugo's 2 for 3 today. Got 371 on the season. That still leads the American League. The 3-2 pitch. It's going to miss inside. Ball 4. Verdugo earns the walk. That'll put Nick Spence into the box. Spence, what a day. 2 for 3. Triple. home run, 4 runs batted in. Good day for Spence. First pitch is in there at the knee, strike 1. See action in the Rays bullpen. Steve Fowler starts to warm up. The 0-1 coming from Perez right down Main Street. No balls, 2 strikes, 95 on the gun. Verdugo is at first. Orioles up by 3 here. The immersion, it's returning. Thanks, Charles. Can't have our people being disappointed, you know. Oh, sorry, I know I hit a wrong button there. At least there I get a do-over. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. 2 innings of work. 5 strikeouts now for Brian Perez. For relievers, that's absolutely Godzilla mode. Five strikeouts now for Brian Perez. 1 out now, bottom of the 7th. That'll put Brandon Belt into the box. Belt 0 for 2 with an RBI. Okay, sorry, just saw very last second. A pinch hitter got called in. Brandon Belt's day is done. Tony Madrano will come in as a pinch hitter. Madrano, the 25-year-old from Bellflower, California, will come in. 255 average on the year for the 2-year veteran, or second-year rookie, we should say. I got the right guy this time. 9 home runs, 29 RBI this season. 1 for 4 in his career against Brian Perez. First pitch. Comes inside slider, but gets the inner half. Or did it? What? Madrano not liking the first call. He hears from the umpire. It's no balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 delivery. Grounded to third. Over to second for 1. Over to first in time. 5-4-3 double play.
Yeah, baby.
Franco over to Flaherty. Easy throw there to Tyler Callahan to retire this side. It's 6-3. Changes. Madrano will come in to second. Michael Bush is over to first. Blake Wyman will stay in, taking on Austin Meadows. Wander Franco, Wilder Patino coming up. Meadows will be the batter. It's 2 for 3. Top of the 8th underway. 2-1 count to Austin Meadows. The pitch to left field. Well struck. Verdugo going back, still going back. He'll pull up and he will make the catch. Another one that you question if it would have been a home run 10 feet ago last season, or it would have been much closer, but it is 1 out. Seeing activity in the Orioles bullpen. Got a couple of arms, Zach Pop, Ben Bowden starting to warm up. Wander Franco is your batter, 0 for 3 with an RBI today. The 1-2 pitch. Got him looking, called strike 3 on the outer half. It's not a hard pitch, but it was a beautiful one. 89 miles an hour. Rings him up. First strikeout on the day for Blake Wyman. 2 outs now, top of the 8th. Wilder Patino is going to come to the bat, but meanwhile the Orioles skipper is coming out to pull Blake Wyman, and that will be the day for him. And it looks like he's calling for the righty. Zach Pop will come into the game. Pop, who's coming back from injury. He was suffering from an elbow strain for a bit. He missed a good couple of months on the year. Pop coming back in. Again, suffering the injury back in early May. Pop gets his first appearance since then. His last appearance was on May 9th. He got the win in it, but it cost him a couple months of the season. Pop's 10th appearance on the year. He's 1-1 with a 3.18 ERA. 3 saves to his credit. He's gone 11 1/3 innings, giving up 6 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 home run has been allowed. He has walked 6 and struck out 17. 4-year veteran, 28-year-old Canadian from Toronto. The righty throws the mid-upper 90s fastball. The sinker, throws the sinker, the slider, and the changeup. Okay, he was a former 7th round draft pick from the Dodgers in 2017 out of University of Kentucky. All right, he's ready. 2 outs now. Wilder Patino will be the batter. He's had a good day, 2 for 3 with an RBI. 1 for 1 in his small sample against Zach Pop. The 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard to short. Well-positioned Spence to his left. He'll throw to first in time, and that will retire this side. It's a 1-2-3 inning for the Rays. Top of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th we shall go. 6-3 Orioles. Hey, GT, does Tampa Bay have CCP on it? Yes, several. In this game, none, but they do have several CCP, including his backup catcher, Hamilton Porter, which is Charles's creation. Charles. Immersion check. 40 pitches for Perez. Are you staying with him or are you replacing him? That's my question too, Brennan. All right, Perez is staying in. So Brendan was basing strategy off of what you were doing. Nate Lowe is the scheduled batter. There will be a pinch hit. You are killing me, Smalls, and I am going to start using that. So I'm just going to use this instead. All right, Nate Lowe's day is done. Ryan McKenna is going to get the pinch hit. Oh, wrong side. Ryan McKenna comes in as the DH, replacing Nate Lowe. For McKenna, the 28-year-old from Berwick, Maine, 242 on the year with 5 home runs and 14 runs batted in. Former Ray replaces the former Ray. All right, McKenna's in there. The 1-2 pitch. Got him looking completely. Godzilla mode continues for Brian Perez. 6 strikeouts on the day for Perez in 3 innings of work. That's definite Godzilla mode for relievers. 1 out now. Buster Bluth is your batter, but that is the day for Perez. He went 3 innings. That's the limit. In comes the rookie, Steve Fowler. Fowler will make his second career appearance in the major leagues. The 21-year-old from Mishawaka, Indiana. 2/3 of an inning of work, just 1 hit allowed in his career thus far. Perez getting called up from AAA Durham after going 2-4 with a 4.81 ERA and 6 saves to his credit down in Durham. Former 2024 draft pick. He was picked first, round 29th overall by the Rays out of Western Carolina. Fowler ready. Bluth turns around. The switch hitter will go back to the left side where he has a home run already today. He's 1 for 3. The 1-1 pitch from Fowler. Well struck into right, but right in the direction of Jim Mayhall, who's going to make the catch on a line for the out. Fowler, the rookie, 3-pitch pitcher, throws the sinker, mid-90s, a slider, and a knuckle curve. 1 out now. Khalil Lee will be your batter. Lee quiet today, 0 for 2. He did get a hit by pitch earlier on. Three-two pitch. Misses low, ball 4. Lee will get the walk over to first. He is there. 1 out now. Jeff Newkirk is your batter. Newkirk today 0 for 3. Heist taketh. First pitch swings right through the sinker for strike 1. Surprised the wife has not come back yet. 0-1 pitch comes low and inside with the slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball, 1 strike from the rookie from Indiana, Fowler. The pitch gets a piece of that, fouls it right back to the screen. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count to Jeff Newkirk here with 2 outs. If you're looking ahead, top of the 9th, it's the bottom half of the order. Tyler Callahan, Tyler Stevenson, Fritz Flaherty are scheduled up for the Rays. No activity in the bullpen this moment for the Orioles, so it looks like Zach Pop will keep on pitching. The 1-2. Up in the zone, it does not catch the letters. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2. Into left. Towards left center with the wind, moving over, making the catch is Austin Meadows, and that will retire this side. They're going to leave 1 aboard by way of the walk. 8 innings in the books here in Baltimore. Last chance coming up for the Rays. They're trailing 6-3. Zach Pop is coming in. He's going to stay in. Is eligible for the save if he goes the distance in this one. Tyler Callahan will be the first to greet him today. 2 for 3 with an RBI and a 1 for 2 small sample size against Zach Pop. As Pop gets ready, we're seeing activity on both sides. Jeff Hartley, who pitched and got the save in yesterday's game, is starting to warm up for the Orioles. Meanwhile, down in Tampa's pen, we do see Josh Hader starting to warm up there. Hey, John, this is the year 2025. in our universe. Boss battle. Boss battle. Callahan ready to go. It's a 2-0 count coming from Pop. Pops it up towards the left center. Coming in, Verdugo. Has it. 1 out. 1 down now for Tyler Stevenson. There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. Stevenson 0 for 3 today. Oh, never mind. Pinch hitter coming up. Stevenson's day is done. It will make way for Jared Kelnick. Kelnick, the 25-year-old from Waukesha, Wisconsin. 260 average on the year, 9 home runs, 40 runs batted in for Kelnick. 2 for 9 in his experience against Zach Pop. Three-one pitch to Kelnick. It's going to miss low with the off speed. Trying to go with the breaking ball. Does not work. It's a walk to Kelnick. He'll be aboard at first. 7 steals on the season. Caught twice for Kelnick. Fritz Flaherty will be your batter. Flaherty is 0 for 3. First pitch to Fritz. Comes low with the sinker. Ball 1. Oops. Wrong button. Oh, that was like, what was that rumble? And then I just realized that the wife was just home. Give me a sec. I got to do a beardy check because my little boy is nearby. He's in his office. I have a little makeshift office and there's a tail hanging out from there right now. So he's in his office chilling. This way he doesn't have to be in his cage all the time. Stupid cats won't leave him alone. The 1-0. Misses low and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Nice try, Cardinal. Which, Cardinal, circle back with me at some point on Discord so we can get your boosts all in on you. Because they're still sitting there. Two-0 pitch. That one gets the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Yeah, you got a boost, but you have some extras too. According to my records, you've got 2 total boosts available. Yep, no rush. I think the guys that are trying to get drafted are more interested in that, but that's fine. So we'll get you squared away, but don't forget. Oh, yes, I saw your pupper. You know, I'll say this. It's to help you. Don't mind the face cam for a sec. Can you see right here, Attica? I have a little scar right here. I had a German Shepherd 40 years ago rip my face off. You could see my teeth through my cheeks. So Germans are not my favorites, unfortunately. I would never own a German. But, again, I'm still an animal fan. I have a dog myself. I have 2 cats. And I have a bearded dragon. So, but, unfortunately, I had a bad experience with a German Shepherd. So when my sister got a German Shepherd once, I was so uncomfortable for a long time. But taking a lot of growth. The 1-2 at the knees, called strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. God, I hated that. But I still remember my conversation with the police officer who literally saved my life. He lived next door. He was just getting off duty. Dog was just going to town on me. No one was around. He did what we now would call an advantage. Just punted the dog. Dog was 120 pounds, and at the time I wasn't even 10. And I was maybe 60 pounds. So, want to know how I got those scars? That was one of those that if I was the age I'm at now, I would have simply said, you should see the other guy. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Flaherty. Here comes the pitch. Swings and fouls that one off and out of play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Oop, just saw that instruction. Redo. 2-2 pitch from Pop. Hard throw over to first as he checks on Kelnick to get him back. Family cat jumped on your head when you were little, raccoon cap style? Yeesh. No. Fam just got here. It's crazy. Well, the good news is this game is almost done. The 2-2. Pops it up. This one's going to be on the infield. Calling forward is Madrano, who just comes into the game. He will make the catch. And the Rays are down to their final out. Jelfry Marte is the number 9 hitter. He's 0 for 3 today. 1 for 9 in his career against Zach Pop. Right now, it looks like it's the same pitcher. Pinch hitter is being called for. Murdoch Aldrich is going to get the opportunity to bat here. Aldrich. Oh, over here. That would be bad. Yeah, he's in his office. All right, Murdoch Aldrich will come in. Don't pitch the Sasquatch. Aldrich, the 26-year-old, 6'8", 240-pound first baseman from Canada, from Toronto. The Canadian, ready to go. 222 average on the year, 11 home runs, 34 runs batted in. He has never faced Zach Pop. First pitch to Aldrich. Sinker taken for a strike. Nice job framing that pitch by Newkirk, says the text. I guess so, because that one looked low.
What?
Yeah. No balls, 1 strike. Hernandez. The 0-1. That one's in the dirt. Good block there by Jeff Newkirk. That's what you drafted him for. Elite framer. If only there was such a category. The 1-1. Swings, fouls that one high off into the backstop. Rays are down to their final strike. 43,000 plus are standing. Looking for the end of this one. Zach Pop tries to get through his first outing since May 9th and get a save here. The 1-2. In the dirt again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Orioles, 1 out away from 6 consecutive wins. The 2-2 misses low, ball 3. Runner will be off on the pitch. Angel Baptista is scheduled up on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Kelnick goes. Big swing and a miss. That is your ball game. Good drama right up to the end. But with that, the ball game is over, and the Baltimore Orioles will extend their streak. They've now won 6 in a row, as we congratulate both teams for a great game there. Let's go back to looking at how this one shaped out. Orioles started off early thanks to the 2-run triple from Nick Spence, who had a pretty solid day himself. Thanks, Charles. Round 3 in September. Remember, you guys had the opening day start as well. So again, let's look at this one. Few multi-hit games for the for the Rays. Yeah, Jim Mayhall, Austin Meadows, Wilder Patino, and Tyler Callahan each having 2 hits on the day. Just 1 extra base overall out of 9 hits. It was Jim Mayhall who had his 12th double back in the 3rd. For the Orioles, just 3 extra bases on 7 hits on the day. 2 were by Nick Spence. He had the 2-run triple back in the 1st. Then in the 5th inning, he had the 2-run opposite field homer, his 11th on the season. Buster Bluth also going deep in the 4th. Both of those home runs were off of Jim Giesler. So Verdugo with 2 hits extends his AL batting average lead with now 371. Nick Spence 2 for 4, 2 runs, 4 RBI. Buster Bluth and Nate Lowe and Ray Ornelas were your only other players to get hits on the day. Jim Giesler went 4 1/3, gave up 5 hits, 6 earned runs. He walked 2 and struck out 3. Pirate coming in saying, called it! O's and 6, he says. Giesler will fall to 7 4. Not, it wasn't the best outing for him, but it wasn't the worst. He just got burned by Nick Spence, who was 4 of his 6 runs on the day. Brian Perez, though, pitching pretty solidly. 3 innings of work, just 2 hits, 1 walk allowed, but he struck out 6. Godzilla mode for the reliever. Steve Fowler allowed a walk, but he has now added 2 additional, 2/3 additional scoreless innings to his start of his rookie career. Jim Reed, the nutball, has now gone 13 decisions, or he's now gone 7 straight decisions that he has won, and he's gone 13 starts undefeated. 6 innings of work, 9 hits, 3 earned runs. He didn't walk anyone, and he struck out 5. He threw 108 pitches in those 6 innings. Now 7-2. He has not lost since April 14th. So he's gone May and now June without giving up a victory. Blake Wyman got his first hold on the year, going an inning and 2/3, getting 1 strikeout. Zach Pop returning from a elbow strain that cost him a couple of months. Went an inning and a 1/3, he walked 1, and he struck out Murdoch Aldrich to end the game. Nick Spence is your player of the game in that one. No surprise, again, 7 total bases, 4 RBI. The Suspense, as he is known, community created player of the Elder Nacho with the player of the game recognition. Let's look at scores throughout the league on this Saturday. Saturday sim-wise, that is. Give me a sec as I also make sure I scour. See who's out and about. One sec. Let me also see if Suigi is up. Depending upon the answer of one person, we'll decide where we go to raid. But while we wait on that, let's look at the out-of-town scoreboard and see how the day went throughout the league. Yankees will win today 4-3. Rays Maranta getting the victory, now 2-1 on the year. Dylan Betances locking down his 12th save on the season in that one. The White Sox will defeat the Blue Jays 4-3. That is Trevor Lane. Trevor Lane gets his 5th win on the year. White Sox are now 41-35. They survive Vladimir Guerrero's 19th home run on the year. Game of the day saw the Orioles double up the Rays 6-3. Orioles have now won 6 straight. You had home runs from Nick Spence and Buster Bluth in that one. The Tigers will win over the Indians 10-5. Shane Baz improving to 2-2 on the year. A couple home runs for the Tigers. Grayson Greiner's first on the year, and Bobby Witt his 12th. Astros will win 8-3. Aaron Nola getting the victory, 5-7 on the year for him. Home runs from Kevin Prue from Byron Buxton, and from our favorite name, Seth Beer. Community creative player Lucas Parker from Limsaw Gaming got his 12th home run on the year. He's having a nice little season. Don't know if it's Rookie of the Year quality, but he is doing well. Red Sox will shut out the Rangers 5-0. Pablo Lopez mowing them down today. Just 3 hits allowed for the Rangers on the day. Cole Winn falls to 6-2. Angels will defeat the Athletics 9-5 in the late part of the game. Herrera now 4-1 on the season. Otani, Showtime, goes deep. 19 home runs on the year for him. Mariners will pound the Cardinals 13-4. Home runs from Joey Gallo, Ross Adolph, and the Eradicator, Eric Kelly. Just Kelly's 6th home run on the season in 127 plate appearance at bats. Also in that game, Dominic Aguilera, he goes deep for his 14th time on the season. In the National League, Nationals will defeat the Brewers 5-4. You can thank the power from Mark Diggs, who went deep twice, as well as Juan Soto getting his 13th on the year. Marlins beat the Cubs 6-5 in that one. That victory goes to Carlos Eduardo Hernandez as he gets the victory over Ian Hamilton in relief. Kyle Zurak gets his first save on the season in that one. Reds beating the Padres in extra innings. That one went 12 for a 6-4 victory. Home runs from Juan Pierre, Blaze Jordan, Carlos Correa, Jesse Winker in the victory. Fernando Tatis Jr. got his 28th on the season in the loss. Jeremy Harmon goes deep twice for the Diamondbacks as he will help the Rockies win 11-3. Wanda Paula will earn his 9th victory on the year. Jim Horner got his 14th home run in the loss. Correa with the home run walk-off to win it. I am Groot. Pirates will defeat the Dodgers 7-1. Home ones.
There's something screwy around here.
My tongue. Brian Reynolds and Louis Arias with home runs on the day. Myron Catalina, his 18th for the Dodgers in the 7th. It was a solo shot. Mets defeat the Braves 2-1. Mets are now 8 straight victories. Mason Englert improving to 4-0. Are you kidding me? Mike Stevenson gets his 9th home run on the season. And finally, behind my big old head, Terrin Vavra. V-A-V-R-A. Vavra helps the Phillies defeat the Giants 5-2. Tyler Dyson, I think, has become the first 10-game winner on the season. Maybe? Yes? No? Maybe? I feel like it is. 10 wins for Tyler Dyson, as well as 21 saves for Will Smith on the season as the Phillies beat the Giants 5-2. Let me confirm that. 9. See? Yep, Tyler Dyson, first 10-game winner in eMLB this season. Who had Tyler Dyson from Philly as your 10-game winner? Don't raise your hand. You're lying. You are. Not even Whit would have thought that. Honestly. All right, I'll hit the finish button. Let me check and see. All right, I just had to see if someone was going live, but they are not. 1 second. Okay. I think we're going to go have some fun with one of our... I love him. He's a good dude. He's about my age. He says he's not a streamer. He just talks a lot. He's a good guy. If you've never seen him before, we're going to send you over to Taco Existential here in the moment. That is one day left on the sim, but I'm going to do it offline because I got to go see the wife here in a moment. But that will be the day. We're going to go raid Taco Existential, who is a community created player in this universe, which I would appreciate you joining me on that raid. Back to the litter box I go. Getting ninjas do assassinate, and you're looking at their victim. So next time I can find some glue and tape, put my head back on straight, and I will be back in front of you. That is tomorrow night, Monday Night Baseball, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, daylight time for those of you who wonder. Be here, please. We would love to see you. We've got 3 days of simming to do tomorrow. But for now, let's go say hi to Taco Existential, who's funny as frig. We'll be back tomorrow. Remember, how you think directs your life. When you think your best, you're going to be your best. So go, do your best, and we'll see you soon. Peace.
You jackass!